This is Dr. J.V. Subbarao giving you the digital communications course with course code 21EC2208. As a part of our discussion in course outcome 2, we will focus in the session on characterization of band limited channels. In this session, we will basically aim at acquainting with the digital transmission with the band limited channels. What are the different channels that we have and channel models that we have, and what are the problems that we will encounter while the signal is transmitted over the channel, and how this data transmission will happen over the channel we will discuss. At the end of this session, you are able to clearly characterize various channels and model various channels, and then you can critically assess the limitations of data transmission, especially over band limited channel. And how can we model the channels, that also we will be familiar with. Dear friends, this is a simple baseband binary data transmission system we have discussed earlier. And usually the digital data transmission will happen over the channels while converting the data from analog to digital using a PCM system, and thereafter generating a code consisting of ones and zeros. That code consisting of ones and zeros should have to be transmitted from the transmitter end to receiver end through a via means that we use to call as the channel. How it happens, that we are going to discuss here. The analog data converted into digital form in the form of ones and zeros will be converted through a simple line code according to the system requirements. That ones and zeros now will be converted into a simple pulse modulating system. Here we are considering a 1-bit pulse modulated system, which is PAM. That converted data in the form of ones and zeros into an appropriate pulse amplitude, and thereafter that will be given to the transmission filter, which will limit the frequency, and thereafter that will be transmitted over the channel, maybe a telephonic channel or optical fiber or any other available channel. This data transmitted in the form of analog pulses will be while passing over the channel encounter the noise, either due to channel or due to the devices that we have used during this transmission. And this noise imposed data will be received at the end of the receiver and passed through a receiver filter, and this received data will be sampled according to the sampling time interval that was in synchronism with the transmitter, and thereafter it was given to the decision device. This decision device will convert this analog data received into the digital data based on a particular threshold. If the amplitude is more than the particular threshold, it will decide it as 1, otherwise 0. Like this decision device will convert that analog form of the data into digital form. The quality of the data received and the accuracy of the data received will depend on the signal to noise ratio that was associated with the receiver and thereafter the threshold decided by the decision device. We will discuss all about this in the coming sessions. This is all about a simple digital communication system. We will mostly focus on the channel and its channel characteristics and how can we model this channel. That was the basic aspect we are going to consider in this particular session. So the available channels based on the frequency and the data that was going to be transmitted will be divided into various types: band limited, baseband, band pass, like the channels will be characterized. Now we are basically focusing on a band limited channel. What's basically a band limited channel? The channel that allows only a limited range of frequencies to pass through. Any signal having the frequency more than one particular critical frequency, cutoff frequency may not be passed through, and it will allows infinite attenuation for the signals so that the signals will be suppressed. This bandwidth allocation of the channel will be basically depending on various regulatory constraints associated with the regulatory authorities of the particular country, and the available technology like whether telephonic lines or optical fibers or etc. And what are the various noises that were encountered, and what are the various multi-path fading activities that will be associated with the channel that decides the actual channel characteristics. We may have to characterize these channels, and we have to model this channel because of the signal transmission over the channel and how it will be influenced. For this, we will generally use a mathematical model for characterization of this channel. Here, usually these band limited channels will be characterized as a linear low frequency filter and its passage activity.